ULTA, I put on the watch list this morning, and ULTA, great story. You have to think that as people start taking the mask off, they're going to need to have products to make sure that they present themselves well in public, as well as all these Zoom meetings, right? Everybody, you would think that some of these clothing stores would have not done well during the pandemic because people just had to show their face on Zoom and not worry about wearing pants and shoes and things like that. But now as people have to, have face-to-face meetings, masks are not a requirement anymore. You would think that bodes well for ULTA. And I don't know if it was the earnings last one or the one before. I thought they would have better results. But this one was a blowout quarter, a beat and raise. You have all these analysts upgrading the stock. But then I start looking around and some of these earnings on these specialty retailers, like I put Shoe Carnival. Shoe Carnival had a phenomenal earnings report yesterday. It was a tremendous beat and raise, and the stock sold off 8%. And then you have Burlington this morning, another strong report. They mentioned some supply issues that's going to hurt their margins, so I think that's some of the reason why it's down on the pre-market, but still a nice beat and raise. And then you have ULTA here at 411, 412. And there's been times over the years where I've played ULTA right after the bell, and there's usually a wide swing. So I'm not going to sit here and say it goes under 390. For all I know, it could rocket to 450 after all these analysts upgrade the stock and all this bullish sentiment around it. But in the back of my head, I think there's an opportunity. I think there might be profit taking after the open. So if I can get 390 puts, maybe 30 cents or so, maybe I'll put in some pre-market orders to try and get fills. I may nibble on some of those, maybe even 385s. Just because they'll probably expire worthless, but if they don't and the stock sells off, those are going to go 30 cents to $10. And that's, it's kind of the point of doing the leverage with options, right? You only need one of those trades to go right to make up for, if it's a 10 bagger, obviously 8 or 9 trades before that. So that's kind of the thought process there on ULTA.